Okay. Hey, man. Say, man. Do. Like it's been a minute.
On that D&D.
Welcome to another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast where you know it's up and it's stuck. Weekly.
Unlimited. Weekly.
Wow.
Let me get this Ozark.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, we ain't paying them. They ain't paying us. All right.
I have to cover up this one, too.
Hey, that's my drink.
Oh, I forgot all about him.
Quit with all that fake drink. Guys, y'all know I keep the fan with me.
Coach Hef in the building.
Okay. We would cuss. We locked in.
I am.
I swear, this is all I'm going to do for the rest of the next month.
Reincarnated.
I'm stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my baby. Woke up
looking for the broccoli. Hey, bro, listen, that Kendrick.
Yeah. Bro, I was not calling you.
Tell you that Squabble. If you seen the stats on Squabble, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
Dum.
It is. They call it botting up.
Botting up.
Botting up.
Yeah,
We bought it up.
We botting up.
Hold up.
Where them bots?
Where the bots? I'm Cori from Cori's Corner. Yesterday they whacked out my mural.
Oh, that's
tough.
Tough. Hey, now.
Hey.
Dum.
Hey, turn that
Turn the
TV off.
TV off.
Yeah.
Artist on mustard.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's what we should have had right there.
Do a nigga
I
bad.
know.
Got him
Somebody
busted in the
gotta
fridge.
do it.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just go ahead and say it. It got 5 slaps on there.
When I first heard TV off, I was like, "This is gonna be the one that goes."
I already know it. I already told you it's gonna be
TV
TV
off.
off.
However,
Squabble
yeah, Squabble up. Luther,
Luther's.
I said that too. I said all the black. I said because there's 2 black people records. Look, there's 2 black people records on there. Luther, Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue's
Those
tough.
are for us.
It's
Those are
Blue's
for us.
amazing.
But of the 2, Luther.
Yeah.
through the roof.
So that's 2 already.
But I do think if we're talking hip hop intros to albums,
Yeah, that's a
Whacked
top
Out Moors
one.
I
is
think
crazy.
Whacked Out Murals
top
is
one.
one of the top.
Because that's a hit.
It's a top tier.
No,
Is
because
it
it's
over?
an actual hit.
Is it over than better than was it Furthest Thing or
No.
Nothing Was the
Okay,
Same
Furthest Thing was
intro?
no. My favorite. You're talking about.
Nothing Was the Same intro.
It wasn't Furthest Thing. It's Tuscan Leather.
Yeah, Tuscan Leather.
Tuscan Leather's tough.
Okay.
Tuscan
I'm about to say
Leather
that
to
might-
me
yeah,
is
it's crazy.
cemented, bro.
Back in UNLV. Yeah, he
But-
going crazy.
Yeah, tough.
Even if we get to another Drake intro, I'm gonna sing one. Y'all gonna immediately start singing. Katie might start singing this one. When I pull up on the nigga, baby.
That is tough. That's underrated.
That's hard.
That's really slept on,
My boy
really.
got several. My boy got several intros that are
Every
He do got several.
album, the intro's
Yeah.
fire.
But Tuscan Leather is
the best
untouchable
by far.
But
Yeah,
Whacked Out
yeah.
Murals, bro, amazing,
That's a top.
amazing, boy.
That's a top.
Yeah, Whacked Out Murals goes ridiculously hard.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
That's just
I'm
fine.
sorry,
Like I
watched
told you,
it.
the only issue I had with that, I think, minute and 39 seconds it took for the beat to start clapping.
Or
Nah,
the
but
Wayne line.
Yes.
I already,
Yeah.
my hard work like Lil Wayne.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, whatever.
Dun, dun.
Everybody
I just wish it
grab
was maybe 15 to 20 seconds more.
I kind of
like-
like it. The reason
Yeah.
why is because it set the tone for the rest of the album. Almost
Yes.
every beat did that, right?
Yes.
Like it
Facts.
built. You know what I'm saying? So I actually enjoyed, and I've been saying this. I enjoy when artists get with 1 or 2 producers and they produce the entire album.
Soundwave, shout out to Soundwave. That
And
boy is
Jack Antonoff.
Yep.
facts.
Thank God.
Thank you for stepping away from Taylor Swift for a little bit and giving us that
Yeah,
real.
he was on there. Real talk.
Now it's time for you to go get it real to Taylor Swift. All right,
They still could have
you be on
engineered
the
it a little
edge.
bit better though. Whoever they engineered, they could have mixed it a little bit better. There was a couple
There
records
was
like
a
that, Whacked
couple
Out
mixes
Mirror.
on there.
Yeah, there's a couple mixes. I was like, Luther was pretty bad. There was a couple mixes. I was like, what was this?
Yeah.
That record is tough though.
That break.
Or that little Master on Gloria. I didn't like the Master on Gloria.
How do you feel about Reincarnated?
555.
I'm gonna keep it being with you.
I don't like the third verse.
First of all, there's too much demonic, satanic reference throughout this whole album. He has to come off the gas a little bit.
But that's what for me, my perception of it, that's what the thing was. Like he's going through, like there's 2 sides to this. You know what I mean? Like
And he just played the savior with the.
it's like I had to go at Dre. It's like
Mr.
even though I
Morale.
want to be this perfect guy, I have to sometimes step to this side, step to the demonic side to come out on top. And sometimes I don't want to do that, but even though you call me not to do that, sometimes I have to do that to get the
I'm
to
just
get the
saying,
glory.
keep it consistent. You got mad at Drake for using the AI Tupac.
Yeah.
Don't rap
Yeah.
like Tupac.
But he's
I don't
saying
like
he can though, because he's a real hip hop historian. He's not
I
a
respect
colonizer,
that,
and he's
but-
from LA.
And Reincarnated is one of them records that
Facts.
it's an album record.
But what-
Like, it's not a record.
Facts.
That's
Why
Yeah,
is Drake
album
not though? That's the thing that blew me about the whole beef.
Yeah.
Why is Drake not? Why are we calling Drake a colonizer? Why is he not a historian of the game?
Facts.
Mhm.
I think believe it or not, I think Drake's actual how he got in the game and everything is the true definition of
Hip hop.
Yeah. Like how he learned and how they built him up and he got the game.
Because when it says coming from nothing, that's what we got to start doing. We got to start defining stuff. First of all, he created the song, started from the bottom.
Define gravity?
Nah.
Let's define things to make it easier for us to talk about it.
Tie it in the whole
What
time.
is the bottom? Like, what is starting from nothing? Does it have to be in the projects in some suburb or some distant city in America?
Eating, what do you say? Put water in Captain Crunch?
Or could it just be, I didn't have a lot, you know what I'm saying? And now I have a lot. You know, it could just be
I was putting $5 in a gas tank when I had to go to the, you know what I'm saying?
You had $5. So there's somebody who could say they put $2. Okay, but my boy, I was able to put $5, and that's all I had.
And make it down the street. I was still on E.
I remember them days, and that means you had nothing.
Anyway, I'm Cori from Cori's Corner, and that's Perry over there.
Perrito.
Chilling. He got a bow tie now.
Yeah,
True gentleman.
He tough.
Yeah. Well, as you guys can see, we are a pop culture podcast, and we do just that. That is discuss pop culture, give some comedic value to that. And we try to do it in 4 different ways, specifically throughout the episode. The first we do is just kind of a Stucky recap or Mutha-Stucka of the week, depending on what we got going on. Which, are we going to keep it? Are we going?
Yeah, it got to be Drake.
Oh, okay, so we're not doing group text Mutha-Stucka of the week?
Oh! It was us.
Hey, okay.
Nah.
Hey,
group text.
Secondly, we go straight to... Huh?
Bro, let's fire him up. What's up?
No,
like that.
The second thing we do is go straight to you guys, man. Again, I need you to submit your Stucky Situations. Go to StuckyPod.com. Where do we do that? StuckyPod.com. One more time, StuckyPod.com to submit your Stucky Situations. They will get put on the screen here. We'll read them out loud to the thousands of people that watch our stuff over the weeks. And that's that part. We move on from there to the Wheel of Fortune. No, I'm kidding. It's called Stuck and Stupid.
Please don't strike us for that.
Yeah. By the way, we don't have Wheel of Fortune. It was a joke. Stuck and Stupid. And if it's so stupid, we put it on the wheel of misfortune. How about that?
Ooh, that's tough.
And at the very end, Cori puts us in a dark shadow. It's called shadow work. But then he ties us a pretty little bow.
Is Dark Shadow redundant?
That's a good point.
Just a thought. Just a
No,
thought.
that's like a...
He did that one.
Philosophical question.
He did that.
I can't even snap. Yeah, then he, ties a little pretty bow on us, sends us on our week, and that, guys, is the show. About an hour and a half. Thank you for sticking around. Who the Mutha-Stucka? We just talked about it, even though...
I guess just let's give it to Drake until we figure
Drizzy.
out what's going on.
Listen, man.
He's on standby.
Yeah.
Layaway.
At least in the court of public opinion, bro.
Just right now.
Tell people why he's Mutha-Stucka of the week.
Man, I mean, first off, you got the chin check all year. All year. And Kendrick had did a fantastic rollout of even the dates of when they dropped stuff and everything else.
Tough.
Crazy. He was on fire.
He's tough.
And now Drake has petitioned to file a lawsuit in the state of New York and in Texas because iHeartMedia for the use of bots, allegedly kind of aiding Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us record to be bigger than what it is, which also defames Drake as being a pedophile. I'm going to say it because I'm not going to say PDFile, which is crazy. Anyway.
You can just say pedo.
Yeah. But why do I? Anyway, you know my stance.
Yeah.
Just a word.
Hey, January, it's coming around the corner.
Yeah, bro, come on, bro.
Come on.
That one I don't know. Like, some of them I understand. Like, don't say the N-word is because I understand black people aren't that
sensitive.
But if you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile.
Yeah, that
that's what
hurts.
the word is.
Like, that word actually hurts.
Yeah.
Like, that word, you can do.
Right, like
yeah.
Anyway, off that.
Yeah.
So he's petitioned to file lawsuits, which we can assume that he's probably going to file them after they get the information that they need. I will also say the other thing. Oh man, I just lost my train of thought. I was thinking about with Drake. Oh, he announced the Anita Max Win tour in Australia.
Anita Max Win
On the 9th?
On the Super Bowl date.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's tough.
boy.
Now
That's tough.
but it's not really because nobody in Australia really watching like
Yeah,
that.
100%.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's kind of whack. Like you doing your own Super Bowl. Now, granted, it has come out that Drake has turned down the Super Bowl like 3 times already.
Mhm.
But
Which makes sense.
it does make sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you dropping it on after the year you had with Kendrick. And granted, this could have all been in a play for even before Kendrick had dropped the Like That record.
Mm.
Now, if I'm Drake, do I feel a way about like Drake said this? The only reason why y'all are even relevant is when y'all speak my name.
I don't know. B Wood, what do you think?
The things to me, the reason why I call them suck and stupid is because what you're suing them for is the industry. Like payola, for instance. Payola is you giving incentives or giving money to DJs or different radio stations for them to play that record and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just part of the business.
Yeah.
Bots, part of the business. So I'm trying to figure out what is that like now. Maybe that's why I said him suing it is just making them get tighter on the game. That's why I feel like he's gonna win. It's guaranteed because he's playing. That's what they've been doing. I know for a fact. I've seen it. So I know he will win this. Well, I can't say I know, but I feel like he'll win this case. It just looks lame because of what Kendrick did. That's all it is. It just looks lame, but he will win because that's what they do.
Yeah, but
So if you can sue for that, you'll win.
If the beef never happened, nobody would be looking at Drake.
100%. 100%.
What about you, Jerry?
I don't know enough to care.
He's like, I don't know. I mean, to me, the payola thing is different because it actually got reversed in the radio space. Like, people made big enough stink about it, and where it started to landed people in a lot of trouble.
That's because payola is federally illegal.
But even incentives in the sense of
he's
you can
saying they
invite
do it
people to
anyway.
VIP backstages
Right,
and
right.
stuff. It can be
the
small like that.
workarounds.
Yeah,
The workarounds.
I'm just making sure that when we're using the word, people know we know that
Yeah,
payola
facts.
is illegal,
Right.
and we understand that
We understand it's illegal, but it's
reversed in
part
the
of the
radio
game.
side. But what Brian's trying to say is like, there's other things you can do to influence people.
That ain't called payola, but it's payola.
Yeah, it ain't got a definition yet because they hadn't put that on that list of things to be considered "quote unquote" payola because it's hard to do.
Yeah.
But
like, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm taking this DJ out. We're gonna go to the club tonight. We're gonna go have dinner. It's gonna be my family.
like, there's
It's just like the
college
word
recruiting process.
like how we get. It's just getting around stuff. How we can't say this word, but we have to say unalive.
Right. It's the
It's
same
just,
thing.
it's the same. It's just
same
they
thing.
find like, hey, and so if we can't give you money, then we'll just give you VIP backstage passes so you can play this record.
Yeah, because
That's
who's
it.
to say this guy who's bought 150 iPhones and rents out a room and charges people a certain amount every week to just click on things with those iPhones? You know, they have farms like that.
100%.
Yeah.
How
So, like, who's to say? Well, he didn't buy all that stuff with his own money.
Well, somebody
Who's to say
true.
all those phones are not his? Who's to say that maybe he didn't get a direct payment? Obviously most of them get direct payments, but maybe it didn't quite come from, say, Drake directly. Somebody who may wanted to see Drake win, who has no tie to Drake or Kendrick or whoever else, and they just paid.
My thing is, how do you
farm.
prove that they don't want to? Like you said, how do you prove that they don't want to listen to the record? Even if you have a farm and they're listening or doing whatever they're doing, who's to say that can't be a play?
Yeah,
What you mean?
Like say if there was a farm with 50 people in the farm and they're because I've seen it, like they have videos of it.
Oh
Where
yeah, I see.
there's
All
pe- yeah,
Maybe
where there's
on
people-
live. I'll take that live. Yeah.
and they just sit there and they just subscribe and whatever all day.
Yes.
But who's to say that that's still a human doing that?
That's
So
right.
say if I'm just listening to Drake's record 10,000 times a day, I'm still listening to the record.
Well, they're gonna be.
And it's still big. No, I'm just saying, but I've seen a farm where there's like
Yeah.
a whole hundreds of people just sitting in a room and they're on the computer just subscribing to people all day.
all day long.
Yeah, so I'm
on
like,
the
but
phone
what?
doing the double tap like
Yeah.
for hours.
And I
Well, they be having
get it.
software that bot it out, right? That's what the bots are for. But
Yeah.
I think the the only thing is if you tie it back in one. In fact, check me on this because I swear I saw this like maybe last month. There was somebody who was he's a bot farmer, but I think he also bot farmed his own music. And he ended up, I think he got sentenced to do a prison stint for it.
So yeah, yeah. 100%,
So I
get
think
it.
if you,
'Cause it's
so somebody
fraud.
has to be, it's
it's almost
fraud.
like inside trading. It's
Yes,
like
exactly.
just because you have
Exactly.
a relationship don't mean that you should get
this
better
is why
information than everybody
academics,
else.
if you remember at the beginning of the beef, academics brought on a botter to do an interview saying that he kind of, and this is all alleged, obviously, because we don't know it to be true.
No.
But he brought on a botter to his show, and the guy said that he was paid from Kendrick's camp to bot for him, right? Again, allegedly. Directly from his camp, like a management camp of his. What academics were saying at the time, which again, this is the thing I think Drake's trying to get off with, and again, who are you really trying to get off with this? But like, it would be like the views would be one thing, the likes would be another.
100%.
There might be 1 million views, and then 600,000 likes, and you're like, that's not typical ever of any type of performance of any type of music. Go look down the line of YouTube videos released of the biggest songs.
There's typically always more views than likes.
Right. So how is it that you're almost neck and neck with your views and your likes, and this is like the first time ever? It's just, these are the small little things that maybe he's trying to point at. Like, look, this stuff is what he's using to go out and make more money with, to present to these big organizations like the NFL and everybody else, and he's using it to make money when all the way from the beginning, these are not true numbers. And again, if he's going that route, sure. But we're talking about public opinion on it, right?
Yeah.
If you know what, you want to get in there and legal battle it to death, you go right ahead, my friend. Here's the issue, Drake. We love you, bro. We loved you, bro. But whoa, this is weak to me. Like, this is like uncovering the roaches that you got in your house to say somebody got roaches in their house. That's wild.
And it when it's the people that you're with.
God,
it's almost like when you watch those movies in the sun, like, or the kid does something to the family, like in Ozarks, when the kid, maybe partnered with somebody else and it came back on the family or something. Like, that's what this feels like. It's like, dang, you doing it to your own.
It's crazy. Like,
you came in the game with UMG. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cash Money been under them. They gave him a $100 million deal. Like, some stuff that's what Kendrick said on one of his records. Like, that Heart Part 6. Sometimes you have to have a heart to heart, bro. Yeah. Like, sometimes, like, even though you're scared to say something, or even though you can't get your way, sometimes you just got to sit at the table and figure it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think it could have got done. It's just that sometimes, man, you're signing deals that you shouldn't be signing, and that's what it is.
Period.
You were Drake, and that redo, that $400 million deal, that's your fault. That's what I believe. That's your fault. So you didn't get the bill. You should ask for $1 billion then.
Yeah.
Yeah. You decided to do that $400 million deal. What's up,
Aubrey Graham?
You are definitely in a Stucky situation.
I know. Stucky AM.
This earlier, in my
probably all that Thanksgiving food in your throat.
I still
bad leftovers, huh?
And that sugar.
I'm under the influence.
She didn't channel me like she's supposed to.
I mean, under the weather.
Yeah. All right. So this post this week is anonymous. Why you gotta be anonymous? That's the first thing that popped in my head too. I wanna know. Here we go. Y'all, I got a holiday issue. I'm 21. I got a holiday issue. I'm 21 and holiday season's coming up, but my family is stressing me out. They're really toxic and always in some drama, and they bring up my personal shit in the most judgmental ways possible. And they just be running their mouth. Thanksgiving was crazy, fam. This year, I want to go do something I want to do. Something like a tradition or whatever. But if I don't show up at my family's dinner for Christmas, I know it's going to cause a huge dramatic-ass blow-up, and they finna guilt trip me for months. Should I suck it up and deal with the drama to keep the peace because they family? Or is it okay to skip out and start a new thing for myself? I just ain't trying to deal with the BS.
Real quick before we get into the description, have y'all noticed, like, Thanksgiving ain't the same no more, Christmas? Like, the connections ain't the same no more, where the families do these massive, they're getting smaller. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, people are old. People travel. People got shit to do,
like,
man.
over the generations, I think this is the first of the generations where, like, it's smaller groups now. And there's a lot of influence there, right? Like COVID and
I'm about to say people
died.
died.
People grow up. People move. People marry. You don't.
No, but I'm saying, like,
he's just making the
generations that happened too, and still there were huge.
You also have to take into account the birth rate, right? Like
100%.
that has declined.
Yeah, we dropped too, and
so there's a bunch of
a lot of
information, technology. People moving, bro. Jobs, like people ain't got time to be staying in this.
We work more.
Weak ass city.
Both members of the family work now, so
they gonna have the Jeremy face. People like leaving early.
Most people don't. Most people don't stay around their like family anymore. Everybody's spread out, and I feel like when we were growing up, and also when other people were growing up, they just didn't leave their
neighborhoods,
their nucleus of where their family is, so everybody can get together.
Yeah, see, several reasons. But I mean, I've
just the observation for sure.
Yeah, wow. It's really whatever the impact was, it happened.
For sure.
I'll start this one off. Your piece is what's most important first. So should I suck it up and deal with the drama? No. If that does not give you peace, then don't add stress to yourself. Take it from someone who's done that for years. Your peace is very important, and it's the most important thing, because if you're not at peace, then you're just spreading some hate or whatever else into the world. So create your piece, and if that means that you're starting a new thing for yourself, I highly, highly, highly encourage it. And it could mean that you just do something that alternates years or alternates events, or do something that's a lot smaller but still family oriented. That way you're not, leaving the family behind unless that's what you need. But I got this one hits a little bit close to home.
No.
Your piece is very important.
You can be my peace, click clack, click clack.
Hey,
Who's that?
Miguel, baby.
Hey, okay,
Yeah.
I know my
I
boy.
already know
Somebody
what it
know
is.
it. All right, huh?
Coffee album?
No,
Nah, that's way before that.
That was
yeah.
his debut album.
Yeah, that was
the red, white, and blue one.
Let me see if you know the name.
Hold
record is
on.
tough.
What was the name of the?
Mama, you been. That's
Yeah.
on that album. Yeah, that's on that album.
I don't wanna be loved.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't wanna be
That album
loved.
tough.
Yeah. I can't remember right now. All I Want Is You. Is that the name of the album?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm with Jeremy on this one. Protect your peace, sure. But then I just be feeling like, man. First of all, I'm just gonna throw it out there. This person's from the culture.
They have to.
Facts.
Here's the things that gave me the. First off, you said thing.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Dang.
see.
it's
I
okay.
see Finna,
Crazy fam.
Crazy
Wow.
Fam,
Yeah.
running their mouth.
It's either that or this is a classic. Like this is a classic thing about like this is either somebody from the culture or a B-Rad. No other question. Dramatic ass blow up.
Appropriation through
Dramatic
text.
ass blow-ups,
Appropriation
yeah.
through text.
Huh?
It's appropriation through text right
You
there.
feel me?
Yeah.
But so let's start there. But moving on. Yeah, protect your peace. I think that's fantastic. I call it setting boundaries and keeping them. But then there goes to a point you can't set a boundary from the shadows. You got to let people know what they are, set them, and then respect them from that standpoint. So, is your family involved in some toxicity? From what I can tell, yes. You can't control that. What you can't control is the boundaries you set. So I say to get you unstuck, whichever one you choose to go to next is where you set your boundaries.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was mine.
Yeah, I was like, whatever one you want to go to next, whichever that looks like, gaining whatever confidence you need to gain, because the next conversation it needs to be, hey, real quick, that makes me uncomfortable. When you say stuff like that, it makes me uncomfortable. And if we continue saying things like this over and over, I just probably won't show up, and that's fine. Like I will be saddened that I don't show up because that's the consequence of me not showing up and being a part of this nucleus. But the consequence from you guys is that I'm not here because you won't respect my boundaries. So, also too, if you're going to these people's places, like the other side of this coin is like, I mean, take it on chin for a little bit, bro. You're coming one time a year. I don't want you to feel disrespected. That's not what I mean. But I'm saying like you are coming to, like, are these people coming to your house? And then you're having this thing. Are you going to somebody's domain and then that gets a little weird too. So like you pick your battle, but if you're gonna do it the right way, I say set boundaries and keep them.
And to Jeremy's point, if you don't want to get touched on the chin at all, don't go.
Yeah, you got that too.
You had me until you said show up. I would say set your boundaries, but you don't have to go to set it. Put that in the group text.
That's also very true.
Yeah, you can set a text.
That's also
Nowadays
very
we got
true.
technology, right?
Yeah.
You can call them, text
Right,
them,
you
whatever.
could set that up beforehand.
I'm just
Hit that FaceTime
face-to-face.
Thanksgiving.
yeah.
FaceTime Thanksgiving.
I'm one of them dudes that look you in the eye like, hey,
Hey,
look,
I miss you
I
guys.
don't play that.
Right.
Yeah.
We have to stop this right now. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then move on.
I feel like just a lot of times, I feel like this is an age thing, but a lot of
Yeah.
people, especially older ones, don't. No matter what kind of boundaries you set, it's
don't care.
kind of like, yeah, they don't care. They don't understand what boundaries are, and so I would rather you like understand from afar that I'm not showing up, and then if for whatever reason years down the road, I've established these boundaries and I make an appearance, and you this, it makes it even easier for me to be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
If I so happen to show up, because I've told you this many times, I didn't have to see your fake rejection or fake acceptance in person. Like, I'm just out, and I mean, speaking for me, but in theory, this like you just got to be comfortable with it. Like, if you're not okay with being at a distance, so to speak. When it comes to these things, then there is some kind of suck it up that you got to do. But like, this is what you're talking about. You're talking about things in these instances are making you uncomfortable. You have to create that space that you're comfortable in. I've learned that I create the space that I'm comfortable in by like, I'll huddle around people who I can just quickly talk to or whatever. And then, as B. Wood Cook called me out a second ago, that it's time to go phase.
That shit was funny.
Body language and everything, boy.
My shit will shift quick,
boy.
And I'm like, and I'm
He'll be
out.
up playing spades, happy, and then 2 seconds, he's like, he tired. He's like, he ready to go.
He ready to go.
My fault. I tried. I tried.
No,
to
I've been the
hold
same
up.
way. My social battery, when it hit 0, but see, I'm in my house, I'm just going to bed. I don't care.
100%,
I'm not, wait, in my house, I'm not running from nobody. Y'all get the hell out.
Yeah.
This
Hit him with that Martin.
The beauty of getting old is that you say you're 21. And so I get like, when I was 21, I had some jitters and some nerves and everything else. You have the opportunity to set yourself up for, for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this is there was nobody when I was 21 who was telling me this.
No.
So
facts, bro.
you got
Oh my
4 of
God.
us up here who are telling you this.
Yeah.
It's okay for you now. If you want to start those things that you want to do and start your own traditions and stuff, that's fine. I also do think, if you obviously think your family is important, otherwise you would not have written this about your family.
Right.
And you're having some sort of
That's what I'm about to get at.
you're having some sort of middle ground because you still do care about your family.
Right.
So then also give them a chance.
To learn.
Yeah, teach them how to treat you,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. You gotta be
That's
there.
exactly where I was about to get it. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta get in
It's
front
just,
of
to me, it's communication, bro. Like, at the end of
100%.
I think the most underrated thing is communication.
100%.
Should I suck it up and deal with the drama to keep the peace? You should just communicate and tell how you feel. Hey,
That's it.
this
Yeah.
is when I come to the house, y'all say certain things, and it kind of gets to me, it makes me feel a certain type of way, X, Y, and Z, and see where it goes from there. But to me, you're the generational curse breaker. So
yes.
yeah, you are the person. Sometimes you have to acknowledge that.
But
So,
it is what it
yeah,
is.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge that, bro. You're
Yeah.
I can speak from this because my mom's side, and I put that text on social media. We're blunt. My whole family's blunt on my mom's side. It's just
Yeah, and that would
straight
have
to
took
the
a
point.
lot of people out.
Yeah, it's just straight to the point. They don't give a damn. So, and I was at your age at 21, 22. They used to get on me all the time. Oh, you ain't going to college. You ain't doing this. You ain't blah, blah, this and blah. You should be doing this. The funny thing is, I love my family so much, I actually turn it into humor. So it's like on the holidays now, I know they're going to high side. I know they're going to do the jokes and whatever, but the love for my family, I kind of turned it into like humor. Like, Mom, man, shut up. Like we always, it's a joke. Because at the end of the day, I control whatever. Let's call it what it is. When your parents say something, 90% of the time they're right. You just don't want to hear it.
That's real.
Like, let's just call it what it is. But if you can communicate to them like, hey, I'm trying my best, whoop, and they still do it, then do what they're saying for me. But a lot of the times it's their own trauma and whatever they got going on and fear and all this stuff. They really love you, want to see the best. They just don't know how to communicate that. So you communicate to them what you want out of them.
Perfect.
I won't even give them though. I won't give no parents 90% of the time they right. That's a little.
Well,
high.
no, I'm saying on the when
On
they
the
high
lesson,
side, on that
when
high
they-
side stuff, not the like, yeah, you should be with that. I'm talking about the high side when they be like, man, like, man, you should be out there doing this, or why you staying out so late? Or
So you got 4 baby daddies. They gonna say something about it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Why you
Okay,
having
that's always not
I just wanted you to
dramatic.
clarify because
Right.
you said 90%. I'm like,
Well,
no,
that's
no,
why.
no,
That's
no,
why I
no,
said
Yeah.
let's define because
Yeah.
let's
Well,
be honest.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but,
let's
yeah.
be
But whatever,
honest.
it could be, you putting on weight and like all of these
Yeah,
are
yeah,
personal
but it's
things.
the
Like, and you
truth.
know that, right? Like
putting on weight. Which that
It's
Drewski, I
hard
can't wait.
to-
Man, I wish we would have brought it up.
It's
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
good.
in any family because I think that like, and I wouldn't necessarily. No, I know this because I've been around Katie's family. Like in cultures, it'd be different. It's always personal things, but they're different personal things. Like it's very simple in Black families. Like weight is a huge thing. As soon as you pull up, they can be like, "Oh, I see you.
So
You been
it's
eating, huh,
weight,
baby?"
It's weight.
Weight.
it's
They do it to your
jobs,
kids.
jobs,
They say it to your kids.
Relationships. What are you doing
100%.
with
Yeah,
your man?
all of that.
Why are you still
kids.
working there? You can't get another job.
The
Like,
older
it's bad.
the older you get, kids.
Career trajectory.
Yeah.
You as a parent in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I wouldn't be letting my kids do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Which, by the way, that's like the most.
yeah, who cares?
Bro,
They're not your kids.
When I hear that from a grand, or when they start pushing down on a process that you have, I'm
Man,
like,
come
bro,
on, man.
you have this kid is not me. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing,
Yeah.
what you did for me would not work even in a half of a second.
What's the word they use? Iota?
Whatever.
And don't let your parents be more successful than you, or just know the blueprint. Like it worked out for them. Oh my God!
They think it works out for everybody.
You should have did this. It never ends. It don't matter.
It's like,
Parent,
but
dad.
it don't work, mom. It don't work, dad. This doesn't work because they don't.
Different time.
Yeah. Not only that, this kid doesn't respond the way I did.
Right.
So you're gonna tell the kid some crazy stuff you told me when I was a kid that I just took on the chin. This boy will crush. You see what I'm saying?
But when you got older, you can't tell me some of that stuff.
Don't bounce back.
Yeah, it don't bounce back.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I can't. Yeah, they
Well,
did say that.
But that's the
For
problem
me,
with
yes.
That's the thing with parenting in general, and we'll move off of this. Your parents are always just doing the best they can for their kids.
Facts.
It doesn't matter what you do, there will be a lapse and a lack in something from your kids.
100%.
You're going to pour 100 into your kids, and there's going to be some area your kids are going to be like, I really wish you would have did this instead of doing this.
You gotta take that's the most hurtful.
And that's
thing,
the right, because you
Gotta take
think
it.
you're doing, and you know you're doing the right thing, but really you're just doing the best that you can with what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, I feel like if you're a good enough parent, you have enough emotional intelligence, and you actually care about your kids will come around as they get older to realize that.
Facts.
As they see the responsibilities they have, and maybe they have children of their own, they start to then see, damn, my parents really were just trying to do the best they could with what they had.
Yeah.
But you have to have that cultivated that relationship first. Otherwise, to Jeremy's point, I'm never gonna see y'all because I don't care. I'm just gonna do my thing.
Or don't even bring it up.
And be aware of their ignorance, man. They didn't have the information in the stuff that we have today. The information we have today, something so simple. Hey, just go to therapy. They weren't preaching that back then like that.
No,
Therapy
come
was
on, man.
crazy work back then.
Every day we talk, man. Every day I hear, hey, go to
therapy was
therapy,
for
therapy.
rich white women.
Yeah.
Trauma.
Hey, and also just if you decide that you want to, suck it up, deal with it, you can still create your own safe spaces and
100%.
create your great escape. Shout out to that song. Yes, bro. That song went so hard. Anyway, like I used to do this, and I stopped immediately. I used to like show up to like my parents' house, and I ride over to my uncle's house with the parents, so I didn't have my own escape. That took 2 or 3 years. That took 2 or 3 years for me to realize I'm driving every time. I don't care how many people. You can ride with me, but when I say I'm gone, I'm leaving, and I will leave you behind. I do not care. You better Uber. I have no care in the world to escape and get out quick. And that has become my safe space in a lot of like family events or just events in general. Like I refuse to not be able to escape unless I'm going with people who know how to escape with me. So like if I'm not driving the car and it's not my car, I know for a fact that the people who is driving know me enough to know that when I say I need to go, we are all out.
Yeah.
Or they also are very comfortable with me saying, I'm out, y'all can stay behind, I'm getting the Uber, but don't try to slow me down. I'm out.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
That's so crazy. Like somebody has their own life where all this shit's happening. Like I'm just living my life. He's going through all this
No,
shit.
bro, no, I'm the same. I need to escape. And that's
when
the
I tell
hardest
you
part.
the stress that I endure and a lot of these things, it's crazy, bro. Like, did you see, you don't have Snapchat, but like I posted, this is funny, but like a separate story. I posted on Snapchat before our little Thanksgiving event, right? I'm like, I'm in here watching Criminal Minds and doing spreadsheet forecasting just to calm my anxiety.
Yo, that's wild.
I knew Jeremy was going through it. I got that text. Hey, y'all on the way? I saw.
I mean, he here too early.
Here's the thing. I was late. That's the thing. Like I showed up late on purpose. I showed up late on purpose so that everybody would be here. I didn't have to do all those like 1,000 different introductions.
And I like to shift my time. I like to show up early so I can leave early too. Like I like to
That's my favorite thing.
Shift the window.
Facts.
On the planet Earth is to be the first person there because I've spent the amount of time I'm supposed to. My hour is not the same hour as somebody who came 30 minutes late. Because now I just spend an hour.
And I have less.
You understand?
Less interaction when that window.
But sometimes I'm a savage. Like at Thanksgiving, I'll show up late and leave early.
Well, if you have
I'm
to,
a savage.
especially when you're doing the multiple things, you gotta do what you gotta
Say,
do.
man, savage.
But it is.
Bro, I was forecasting, bro. I was doing my taxes. I was literally doing like taxes and stuff. I'm playing no games.
Nah, the hardest part about being married, at least to Katie, is that I be loving her so much that like she's a person that like when she gets so much energy off of being around a bunch of people, so she never wants to leave. A night can go till 4 a.m. with her if she really wanted to be out. So I have to be having to tuck myself in of trying to make sure that I'm not trying to force her to leave when she's having the best time too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because for me, it's 11 o'clock. Like, hey, hey, the battery here's 0. Let's pack it up. But 11 o'clock might be just starting her night. Mm-hmm. So that'd be the hardest stuff. She having a great time. I'm like, all right, I gotta swallow my pride. I gotta swallow my own thing, and also make sure that my energy and attitude isn't imposing on her, so that she feels like, oh, we need to leave because Cori's not whatever.
I would like in those moments. I know for a fact that I would come back home. I'd have to sleep for like 2 or 3 days to like recoup.
Oh, I need a date. That's why I like Sundays, man. Sundays are my recharges, bro.
It's like he hit Super Saiyan mode, and the Super Saiyans are anxiety in different levels. It was like it's like the anxiety put it. You know, Super Saiyan after he done when he tired and all that.
Right, dead ass, bro.
That's crazy.
Did you?
I saw him on the thing.
I wish people were like. I wish I had a camera on me just to clock my movements. Like there was so much strategy going on Thursday, bro. Like I was so strategic about it. I was so strategic.
This boy be farting, man,
bro.
I thought you heard mine. I fought
crop dust to me.
I was like, dang, he heard that? Yeah. Hey, what was the person's name?
It was anonymous, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, don't be stuck and stupid. And that's a segment where basically we get some pop culture topics and we say it's stupid or not. Cori, spin that wheel.
This one I think is all Thanksgiving stuff.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, special Thanksgiving episode of stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of holidays. It's holidays.
Lord,
But my heart.
That anxiety go crazy.
I thought to say, is it stuck and stupid to rate your famous food? Oh. Is it stuck and stupid to reveal family secrets at Thanksgiving gatherings?
Yes.
Hell yeah, stuck and stupid. This is the worst possible time.
I'm stuck in because it depends on the secret.
Is not
no, because
family.
no. This is so crazy you put this. Because I asked Uncle bro, this is so crazy, bro. There's a big secret on the Hawkins side, bro. Uncle Martin's middle name. Mm-hmm. And he's working on like his legacy, so he's trying to write a book on his life and all that, how he came to Texas and all that stuff.
Let me document it.
Yeah, no, that would be tough. But he was like, I said, bro, you got to put that in a book. Because ever since I was a kid, it was a whole secret in the family, bro. I want to hear it.
Eugene?
I don't know. I think he said it. I thought he said it when he was talking. He was rambling. I thought he said Eden. But I don't know what he said.
Eustace. And
it's so crazy, boy. Martin Eugene.
Wait, why do we not know?
But what he said, it was his dad. It was his dad's middle name, and his dad gave it to him. And when he got like, I guess a teenager, his dad said, never tell nobody. So he ain't never told nobody.
Man, please. We're going to find out.
We going to know what it is.
Also, this is Uncle Martin we're talking about.
Yeah. But even everything he got, his license, online, everything just says E.
I know, but he likes to embellish. The E could be in for embellish.
Yeah, fact. Extra. Martin Extra Hawkins.
Extra.
Yeah.
Now listen, extra. And E for extra is hilarious.
Yeah, E for extra. Do right and kill everything.
Drag. Listen, now at first I thought to myself, yes, it's SNS to reveal family secrets. However, I can see where this would actually be the perfect opportunity to reveal a family secret.
Please enlighten me. The E for enlighten.
I think it's time. What it all them what did Cat Williams say? Them big dick deviants.
Oh yeah.
Right?
The BDDs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's time for them to be unveiled. Now, granted, and this is not just to the black community. I know it'd be in all communities, but family members be out here doing some vile stuff. Mm-hmm. Now, if you feel comfortable and telling your story,
yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But is it crazy for saving everybody?
If you feel comfortable telling your story,
yeah.
So. I say when you're thinking of it as the person who is the person, like the person who's talking about the story, it's their story.
But if I'm telling somebody else's story, yes.
Yeah, that's out of pocket. So that's what I get from this question.
It's the level of secret. What secret? What kind of secrets are you talking about?
I'm talking about we talking about them Uncle Diddlers.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's tough.
Amongst other things, but that's
tough.
I'm using that as an example.
Yeah, I'm telling you no. I'm telling you why. Because waiting till the holidays to drop something like that.
But when are you gonna get? When is another time you're gonna get the whole family together?
That's called the courtroom. You go to the courtroom. You go to the judge.
Hey, I mean, you're not.
No. Go talk to a judge and let everybody find out in the newspaper.
No. Why? Okay, so that may be that may be one path.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And the court is not always successful, specifically when we talk about those type of cases.
Sure.
Right? There's a lot of evidence that have to be.
But if you bring that man to court, everybody gonna know. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe.
Bring that man to court. And
Maybe.
maybe you lose, but bring that man to court.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe my angle is this. I'm going to need y'all to show me, like Kendrick, I need you to show me what side you on, who you with now. I don't want to wait for the court stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pop out of some niggas.
Exactly. So I do think while it is, crazy, like at the table, what it say in the movie? Since we telling everybody else secrets, why don't we? Oh, we telling my secrets, why don't we tell everybody else secrets?
All I can tell you is we have a wall of evidence, including the movies, of what happens when
this Christmas.
Listen, every time this happens, it doesn't end in the kumbaya. That's for sure.
I mean,
it does. This Christmas
Let's think about it. This Christmas did.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. Empower, they were still a family. Let's think about it. In the Tyler Perry movie where they went up to Why Did I Get Married? They had 2 more movies.
I'm
they still
talking about in
together.
the moment.
Oh yeah, the moment is always
we ain't talking about what happens in the healing
but
afterwards.
Again, it's greater than the moment, right? That's the secret itself is greater than the moment. That's why you're using Thanksgiving to get everybody together. It's greater than this moment. This moment will be groundbreaking.
Facts.
It will be a bad day for everybody.
That's why I don't like it. It's like,
but you'll have the right people in place to calm the situation down. Big mama, the right uncles, the right aunts. Like if any information that you reveal like that, it's going to be a problem regardless.
Yeah, you take one of them wrong.
I'm saying it's going to be a problem regardless of whatever secret you give out at any time anyway.
And I personally, I'm not trying to say hold your secret. That's not what I'm saying.
If Big Mama say shut up and sit down, y'all going to do it.
The question asked at Thanksgiving, I think this is a horrible idea.
Facts.
Thanksgiving,
I'm stuck in on it.
So here's what Thanksgiving is. Thanksgiving is like a baby. Thanksgiving is like the stepchild of Christmas, right? We can all agree.
Facts.
Like Thanksgiving is the sides holiday where you're there for the sides because really it's supposed to only be turkey.
Yeah.
And in Christmas you got all the different proteins, the chickens, the hams, and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, to me, Thanksgiving is like the stepchild of Christmas. Now, if we're going to keep it in that same energy, okay, what type of people do you have around at Christmas? I know it sounds crazy, but the people at Thanksgiving is not always going to be at Christmas and vice versa.
But you said stepchild, though, and the stepchild, that's the problems.
But that's what I'm saying. It's already got that stain of the type of the moment that
I'm trying to see if I reveal something to Thanksgiving, you gonna bring them back for Christmas.
Man, say, boy, no. I think, listen.
That's a good
litmus test right
there. I'm taking that energy. I am going to stay over here. I'm going to say, Stuck, no. No, this is a dumb idea. Do not do it.
That's funny.
Dude, pass go. Pass go. This is a no.
Hey, y'all, choose your own adventure. But you know how we feel.
So dumb. Oh, I'll be like Jeremy. Hey, first person to bring up that secret, though, I'm like Jeremy, exit strategy. I'm out. I don't even want to see the rest.
This kind of goes to your point.
This is it. Yeah, come on.
Is Thanksgiving stuck and stupid overall as a holiday? Question mark.
I do think it's bottom tier.
Hey, and
thank you.
Post your video as the answer to that.
Which one?
Thanksgiving stuck and stupid overall.
You gonna
cut that turkey though? Thanksgiving. Is it happy? This day is about the white man slaughtering the natives. I don't know.
I don't think anytime you get any reason to get family together, I gotta go on the corner side, bro. Any reason to get family together, bro. I'm with it.
Yeah. I think I'm stuck and for 2 reasons. One, to Brian's point, I'm always with the whole now I've learned while marrying a different someone from a different culture, I learned that we actually
get together less.
We don't spend a lot of time with our family because, I mean, damn. Like,
yeah.
That's all they do.
But we're not doing that every weekend, drinking beer and smoking meat. Come on, man.
Just spend time with each other. So, like, I noticed that these moments are precious. So, in that vein, great. Now, I just feel like I told you, it's a stepchild of Christmas. It's like if it's trying to see who you gonna invite to Christmas. Like I feel like Thanksgiving is that thing you do. Like who do I normally not invite to Christmas that I'll invite this year because they grew up, they changed their life, they whatever. you kind of like iron them out at Thanksgiving. Like, so yeah, I think it's a cool holiday, but it has its history, obviously, as very violent history and
facts.
Then you got that on top of it, so I'm stuck.
I'm one reason why I'm stuck. That it is stupid.
Yeah, why?
Cowboys play every single Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
Oh, I put that in the stuck no part. Why? Like when do we give the other opportunity up for somebody who actually is good?
There's no point.
That'll never happen with the Cowboys. It should be a
when
flex
they
game.
lose the title of America's team. I think that's why it'll happen.
Well, I think
we already lost it. I feel like
Yeah.
it's just I go Pat Mahomes right now.
it's definitely Chiefs.
No, I think every fan born after or before '97 would have to die before America's team goes away from the title of Cowboys.
Well, I would say Patriots then the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Because Tom Brady had his
Chiefs
time.
for sure.
But Chiefs for
Chiefs
sure
are
right now.
big
They
time.
it.
Everybody,
And I like Pat
who talk
Mahomes,
to
so I
is
don't care.
either a new fan or a fan that isn't the Cowboys.
Or
It's-
a Taylor
it's-
Swift
I love the Chiefs, bro.
Yeah.
Or
I
a
love
Taylor Swift fan.
I love
But
Taylor
I'm
Swift.
Matter of fact, my homegirl, I made a TikTok video about this yesterday.
That the black girl.
Yeah, kid.
Yeah, I saw her.
She's a Chiefs fan. She was like, "Why do everybody hate the Chiefs?" And I'm like, "Bro, the Chiefs are alphabet right now, man. They just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's
you
facts.
need a
That's
you need a villain because they're so good. And if you think about it from a psychological standpoint, we like novelty, man. We don't like to see the same old. Like we know the Chiefs gonna win. Wow, like it's not.
Wow.
It's not entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to see. And I said this too. One of the best things in life is for people to see people at the bottom and see the people at the top fall. Drake. This is why everybody's
what did Jay
invested
say? You could be a hero or live long enough to
see yourself become the villain.
Yeah,
That's what's
right.
happening to Drake right now, literally.
Yep, that's what's happening in Kansas City Chiefs right
That's
now.
what happened to Kansas City Chiefs. That's what happened to the
Spurs,
Patriots during their time, the
Lakers,
Spurs, the
Patriots.
Lakers,
It just
all of these things.
Bulls.
And then it's not to say you can't have a time to come back. Like the Lakers
Bulls,
obviously
yeah.
are always relevant, and then they'll have a surge where they're back at the top. But, you get to about 6-7 years where you're just at the top.
Cowboys.
Time for you to fall. That's why everybody hates the Cowboys.
Mhm.
It's the same thing. Because, everybody hates Cowboys now because their attention doesn't fit their relevancy.
That and their play matches their terribleness. So it's
Right.
like it used to be where we were just like, man, y'all win too much.
You saw all them empty seats on Thanksgiving Day? Oh, my bad.
Crazy.
Let me, what did you answer this?
I'm Just
I
because,
think-
the family gatherings are cool and all, but if you don't have if you don't have Thanksgiving,
Time out.
those holidays become.
Facts.
Shut time out.
Top 3 holiday. What's your
For
top
me?
3? Everybody.
Christmas number 1 for me.
Okay.
That's it for me.
I know you
Christmas,
don't really-
Christmas.
What you
Christmas?
got? Think
Oh.
about it, Jeremy. Go ahead.
Christmas, day after Christmas.
Oh, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. There you go. There's my 3.
Yeah,
Anything around
anything Christmas. Yeah, all the other ones fraud.
I got
don't
Christmas.
matter,
I got
bro.
Halloween.
I mean, my son loves Halloween, but I'm not a fan.
And I got. Ooh, this one's tough.
Nobody be corny and say
Spring break.
Valentine's Day, please.
Yeah, spring break
I
holiday.
hate Valentine's Day, man.
It's not.
Yeah,
but
Valentine's Day is like every.
It's just as worse as Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, Valentine's Day
is-
trash.
Is for every boy.
Especially when you got
Valentine's
Mother's
Day,
Day, Father's
probably
Day.
New
Like,
Year's.
come on.
Oh, time out for New Year's. Ooh, New Year's might be my 3rd, but
I don't know if that's a holiday though.
It is.
It is a holiday, New Year's.
Yes,
What you
call it
mean?
New Year's Eve, yes, but I'm saying like it's just a turn of a year. Whereas like this,
it's a federal holiday.
Hey, I ain't gonna
know,
lie
I
though.
get it, I get it,
Fourth
I
is
get it.
slept on. I kind of like the 4th. I'll put 4th as my 2nd.
I'm off the
4th
4th.
is tough. Well,
I'm
not for
I'm
the.
a
I'm just talking about the. I'm just talking about. Oh yeah,
I'm
the
a 10th,
10th.
boy. I'm off the 4th.
I'll put the 10th as my 3rd or 2nd, 3rd, whatever, because I like the barbecue and the
Juneteenth
fireworks
my
and
5th.
stuff.
until Juneteenth becomes an actual national holiday, and by actual, I just
It's not.
mean,
I thought it was.
No, it's not.
I thought they
It's
made it.
recognized.
It's
Oh,
but it's not
okay,
like-
okay. I thought they made
It's
it.
recognized on paper. I mean, where
Everybody's
takes it
off. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then I think that'll creep up past maybe like Christmas Eve for me.
So Memorial Day then instead of Independence Day.
Nah,
I just want the barbecue.
I like MLK Day.
just want the barbecue.
I like MLK
Do they
Day.
barbecue on MLK?
Of course.
No. I'm not barbecuing. The reason why I like MLK education because you get that Monday off. It's like the first
Oh, yeah,
Monday of the
facts.
semester in
That's
the
tough.
spring.
That's
Like,
tough.
I rock with
coming
MLK
up.
Day.
It's
Yeah,
coming up.
Exactly. Like you get back from, at least in the housing world and student affairs world, you get that break off in December. Then you come back in January and it'll be a sprint.
I don't like
yeah, for them 2
No,
weeks
look,
I
of
don't like
hell.
it because
Bro, thank
I
you.
don't like
It's
it.
So do top 3 dumbest holidays then.
I don't
Thanksgiving
like
The
it.
ones that
Number
don't make sense.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving got to top that one. I'm sorry. And again, I'm showing up for the sides, so let's not say that.
Yeah.
But still, Thanksgiving number 1.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day.
for
Oh
sure,
my God.
For sure.
And then
Unfortunately, I hate to say this,
Cinco de Mayo.
I already know.
No.
I know what you're about to say.
Father's Day.
Oh, I thought you were about to say. Dang,
No,
I thought you were about to go
think-
harder and
I
say
wouldn't
either
put
veterans or
Father's Day up
Columbus.
there.
No, I'm never because I'm not. Gonna
I know
get
because the
distracted.
veterans and stuff like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
I'm
Now,
gonna put-
I love veterans.
I'm gonna
Stop.
put Father's Day up there.
Labor Day?
because-
But we're also we need to kind of
Labor Day.
concatenate like which one's which.
Yeah, because I don't
like
think
some of these
holiday
are
is
y'all
a
talking
holiday.
like holidays where we're taking days off, or we're just saying holidays that are recognized.
I thought all these are recognized. Like
They are, but they're
But
not
some-
like
like, we're not in the
like
same
MLK
calendar.
is
To
a
me,
federal
Father's
holiday.
Day is a big day though. To me, everybody.
Yeah, I would
celebrates
say
Father's
if
Day.
it's on the calendar,
yeah, if it's on the calendar, it's
it's
a
a
day.
holiday.
Oh, I mean, but National Pancake Day is.
Oh, okay. No. That's not a holiday though.
That's a special calendar. You gotta get a special calendar.
I'm talking about like the
I'm
big
talking about
ones.
if I win. Come on, Perry.
Memorial Day and stuff like that.
Bro, get up, dog. Get up. Get down.
He blasting.
Anyway, so New Year's for me.
Bro, you stink.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. I'm not a big holiday person.
Yeah, it don't.
New Year's.
It's 420 holiday. Look, it's 420 holiday.
No,
I mean, I'm gonna say it is.
It's not on the calendar.
It's in my calendar.
No special calendar.
Hey, and that's because it's my son's birthday.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Cruz.
That's on my calendar.
Beware.
He busting. Bust it.
Cover your nose.
Bust it.
And he on my sweater too, so I know my sweater smell like.
Hey,
Pierre, can you come out here?
Is
Well, we answered this one, huh?
Yeah, go next one.
Yeah.
Try a different one.
Is stuck and stupid.
My
Try a
bad.
different one. That's the same. We already
As a Stucky Situation?
yeah.
I feel like it's lingering, bro. The smell lingering.
He put that salmon metal on you.
Yeah,
Here
bro.
we go. Here we go. Political.
It ain't that.
Yeah.
Bro, he was excited for some
Let's
political shit.
go.
Really?
Oh, okay,
Is it
got
stuck and stupid for the White House to still pardon a turkey as tradition?
No, I like it. It's cute.
Man, get that shit out of here. I think it's stupid as
It's
hell,
cutesy.
boy.
It's cutesy.
And,
It's demure.
and don't get it twisted. That turkey getting fried.
I'm about to say, while y'all playing, that turkey still got chopped.
Yeah.
Y'all can act like it didn't.
Imagine seeing somebody deep fried turkey on the White House lawn.
Yeah, bro.
That would be tough, though. That would be tough.
Hey.
That would be tough. Use the seasonings, Old Bay, and all that. That would be tough.
Hey, if the next president come anywhere near from the South, you might see
Hey.
that.
Facts.
We cooking the giblets.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Why?
Nah,
I
I'm
don't know, they
gonna
need
say
to-
stuck and stupid. Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say stuck now.
I think it's stupid. It's just like
It's meaningless to me.
it's not the best tradition.
I like it because I actually get to see the president from like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's all I'm about to say. Like I
get
get to see
them
him
come
do
out of their
something.
little
Like
hole. Hey guys.
it's cool seeing it on the news and all that. It's like one of those little corny moments.
You
man.
know what it feels like? The parades. Like it's
Yeah.
like,
It has a parade feeling to it.
feels like
Yeah,
the
like a Macy's
parades.
parade or something.
Yeah,
it
like
does.
You know why you're coming here.
It
They're
does.
gonna say all the corny stuff like, "Look here, guys, it's
Yeah,
Paw
it
Patrol.
does.
Can they control their
And
paws?"
guess who don't be watching parades?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do. I'll be watching.
I don't be
be
watching
watching
them
them
hoes. I will go to a parade.
Sure.
Yeah,
I will not watch a parade.
I'm doing both. I don't know why that stuff excites me. I know it's not. I know it's corny. I know it's not the same thing with just pardon the turkey thing. But it's like someone was behind the scenes like, this is a good idea to engage with people. And I have to rock
Right.
with
And
that.
I feel like it's one of them things you have to be at. Like
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
it doesn't hit the same. You're
Kinda
not,
like,
the energy
Groundhog
isn't
Day.
there. Yeah, Groundhog Day.
It is kind of like pointless watching it because
Yeah.
they don't really do nothing.
You're right.
But I just like it though. It give you that feeling.
They
So
give you
maybe,
that-
so
yeah,
maybe next
sometimes
year we
you
gotta go to DC to watch it, and then we'll feel it differently.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to a parade.
If
That's
that turkey
different. I
came
ain't
out, and was
watching
like, you was like, oh, this
Nah,
is okay.
guess what I'm doing? Hey, put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
Here you go. We got him.
Episode.
Is it sucking stupid? Oh, I got to read this one clear so we can get major views on this one. Hold on, get your phone out the way. Is it stuck and stupid to not tell your family member that their dish trash is no? Is it stuck and stupid to not tell your family member that the dish they brought wasn't good?
Here's my thought.
Ooh.
Here's my thought.
Keep it in the
I'm
group
stuck
text.
in, man.
Here's my
I'm
thought.
stuck in, man.
I'm stuck and too because like it's family. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to
You
put
don't wanna
nobody's
hurt their
family out.
feelings, bro.
First and foremost, I watched Who Brought the Potato Salad yesterday. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Jaleel White and a bunch of other people, D. Ray Davis. Anyway,
Yeah.
You're only gonna hurt yourself in the years to come. This is why
Stuck in.
if I don't tell you, I get trash mac and cheese for the rest of
year.
you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
year.
gosh.
If I do tell you, I run the risk of you either never making mac and cheese again or hurting your feelings also, and you like family, so I don't want to do that.
Facts.
But then there's other, like, what ways around it do you do? If I make the mac and cheese next year and bring it, and everybody's smacking my mac and cheese and nobody's smacking yours, like, there's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's the answer. The answer is
Let the
I'm
people
serious.
decide.
I'm serious. I'm so serious about this, bro. Because one, I don't really. It's hard for me to hold punches. Because even in the moment, y'all heard me. Even in the moment, I think Jeremy was sitting right
You know
next
what's
to me.
funny? When you first sent it, that's what I thought you meant, but I just didn't know
Yeah.
I was like, nah, let me not say it. I don't want to
Nah,
be that dude.
Jeremy was sitting next to me, and I started calling out each dish. Hey, who made this? Hey. But my thing is to thwart all of that. Then the only way this is not stuck and stupid is if you show up with the dish that you think is not good. Otherwise, shut up or don't show up. You know what I'm saying?
Or don't comment.
Or don't comment.
Or like me, and I'll just tell it what it is. If I believe somebody's mac and cheese suck, what if I believe mine suck too?
Yeah.
That's why I say I don't. The reason why I just don't do it is because, like he said, there's that factor that somebody's gonna be hurt. Me personally, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Like, because I would say myself is not that good too. It's mid too. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just.
In other words, you're saying like you would treat it the way you would treat yourself.
100%. That's why I put out the message I put out, bro. Yeah. My brother came out and said, "Was it too sweet?" That's what we need. Yes. You know it was too sweet. We even said it. You know it was too sweet. You asked. But I was gonna bro. I was like, you either gonna do it or we gonna do it. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, like
because here's the thing.
Come on, man.
So for those who don't know,
that shit nasty, man.
Now, you know what? We can get people unstuck with this. You ready? Here's how you know if your food is trash. I know this is gonna be a good one. This is how you know if your food at the holidays is trash. If you have to ask how good it was. Number one. The first thing is when it's good, first of all, people will tell you.
If it's not gone, that's number two.
No, that's number two. That's number two.
If it's not gone,
because people
number
could
one if it's not gone.
Because here's the thing. People could just, well, I wouldn't say that because people could be in the queue line and just be putting stuff on their plate to taste it, and they can go.
But if there's 15 to 20 people and you got a regular size pan of mac and it's not gone, something off.
No. If you got a regular size pan of anything and it's not gone, and you have 20-something people, it's because it don't even look good.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
We're talking about if it don't taste good. Like if I can get in there and I'm like, ooh, this is okay. We ain't gonna know from the looks unless it just looks bad, and then that's a whole nother conversation. But let's say everything looks good, right? The way you're gonna know, one, is everyone's gonna tell you. There's not gonna be a question in your mind whether or not it's good because they're gonna say, hey man, who made this damn whatever? Man, this is good. Blah, blah, blah. Number two, when you go after you get the verbal confirmation, you go look and see. It ain't nothing left. That's number two. And then number three, they ask you to do it again at the next, whatever that next thing is. They say, hey, make sure you bring this back. If you do not get any of those three confirmations, bro, the food was trash. I'm sorry. Go back, try it again. They're not going to tell you because we see why they won't tell you. We just heard about why they're not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, but they're not going to tell you. So go back to the drawing board, try again.
And you got to put on that list, maybe as a fourth, if it's still on their plate.
You
there's no way you're cooking and you're not walking around.
No.
Come on, man. Like, another thing is too, I know why certain dishes like mac and cheese and stuff like that is always going to be kind of iffy. It's because when you're baking mac and cheese, you don't taste it. You taste the beginning of it, but in order for you to taste it out of the casserole,
you gotta have real confidence, my boy.
But even when it's finished, you don't. If you put your spoon, because it's gonna mess it up. So you just have to take that L. But I tell you, the number one way to know that mac and cheese is trash is if you see noodles popping out of the cheese.
God bless.
That's how you know it's trash.
Or
bro.
if you see there's cheese sauce on some of
yeah,
it.
If you see any and it's curled like this on the top.
Come on. Where that cheese didn't make no real crust.
Man, get that shit out of here,
where
man.
that cheese didn't make no real crust.
Yeah, man.
The noodles were still
that's,
get through.
That's when, you know, like when people take scoops, that's when they take like the edge off.
Come on, man.
Because you don't want to be mean. Like, oh, that's another good. So even if you know that it's trash, do you still take it?
Yeah.
Do you still take it if you know it's trash?
Hey, listen to me.
I do it, bro. I ain't gonna leave nobody like that, man.
Here's another reason why you know your food's trash. Now I already told you how you know your food's good, and then the opposite of that makes it trash. Another thing is if you have the middle left of your whatever dish. Yeah, if everybody just hits the edges to get that little small piece, and you got the middle of the dish.
Real talk. If you have the middle left, you're out of there. That's a good call, bro.
Ain't nobody touching the uncooked part in the middle. Oh, you're done.
But no, seriously. And I was thinking about that, bro. And I was thinking about it with my family because I just call it what it is. Everybody's dishes, people getting old, so their taste buds they can't taste it.
We're losing recipes.
Yeah. People try to take salt out there,
But I think the sign is kind of what he started, how he does the Friendsgiving. I think it's just time for us to step up. Mm-hmm. People, we're going to start inviting people over. I was telling Yesenia, I said, man, maybe 2-3 years from now, I'm gonna start doing it in my crib and stuff like that.
One thing we're not thinking about is, bro, we're not taking over like. Brian just made a solid point. What are we doing? We still got the oldest.
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
It's our turn to start it.
And that's the problem. Yeah, when I say losing recipes, that's the Michael Irvin quote, but it really is. It's time for, and we got to, and this is why I told cousin Sharon, I was like, I put in the information to help y'all with the family reunion Because in my head, I'm like, all right, at some point, somebody gonna have to take over this stuff, or it's gonna
100%.
die.
Or it's gonna die. Yeah.
It's gonna die. So it has to be like next year. I'm gonna bring a dish. I might do some pulled pork. I like my pulled pork. So get people to try it.
I'm gonna add a couple of dishes. I got.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing. Yeah, I even said that I'm never not coming over.
And or we gotta start.
Unless I'm going
having
on Karen's house
also,
now. Karen's I ain't bringing shit.
That was the thing. Mom was gone this year.
Facts. But also we gotta like, to Brian's point, we gotta start opening up our homes and stuff too.
We have to. Hey, that's the move.
Christmas gonna be here.
I mean, you already do with the Friendsgiving. We got to start doing it, bro.
Well, I'm talking about even with like family events. Now, granted, you also have to have the space. Uncle Martin's space is just perfect.
Yeah, it is perfect. Yeah,
well,
I
mean, we could start. Like I don't know. I try to do stuff like that. Like throughout the year, there's smaller things we can do to bring people together.
100%.
For them, and then
football games.
We can taste the product.
None of this sound good to Jay Werk. You're like, what?
Jeremy's like, I'm not trying to go.
Putting family together for what?
I'll show up.
Nah, Jerry pull up.
He'll pull up. He'll pull up.
We'll make a great escape. That's exactly
the trick to keeping him around. Just put out spades or something. If you have some kind of game or something that he's involved in, he'll stay.
Oh, here's another way.
For a little bit.
If at the end of the party you got a lot of trash bags, it's tough. They do it a lot away.
Yeah, that's what how do you have food left over when people want to take to-go plates?
Saying,
that was crazy. Again,
you know what I'm saying? If you had a lot of trash bags because you didn't have to-go plates made, tough.
And I hate when they ask you, is the food good?
That's what I said.
That's the thing.
If you got to do that,
do what Katie did.
Please.
So she made a turkey for the first time ever for Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
And I don't even like turkey. This turkey was good.
Yeah.
But when we gathered up to give our little speech and pray, bless the food, she immediately was like, "This is my first time making turkey.
Is. That's how you protect it.
If it's good,
there it is.
Thank you. If it's not,
that's how you protect
Cori
it.
made it. Or it really was, this is my
you
first
just put
time.
out a joke. You just put out something.
Don't be cocky and just throw it out there.
Facts. But then she didn't go around saying, "Is it good?
Yeah.
Like
just one little funny statement and put it out there.
I'm just letting you know already so you can lower your expectations.
That's how you do it.
This is my first time making turkey.
Or here's number 5. If they thank you for everything but the food.
Oh my goodness!
The hospitality.
Thank you for
the hospitality. All this stuff.
But the number one. If somebody ain't taking this go plate, it's over with.
Oh, that's a.
That's why we gotta start bringing Tupperware or something. You know,
your mom. Yeah, I said that at my mom's house. I said, man, Aunt Karen's the only person that don't let you take to go plates, bro.
Yeah.
Or she'll let you take it, but most of the time she'll be like, "Hey, what you doing?" You know, like, come on, your food's good.
Back in the day, she had 11 kids to feed.
Yeah,
she's just in that mode.
Yeah, what you mean? That's leftover. That's
like your food is too good. What are you doing?
Yeah, she's
out of there. Sheesh. Well, y'all, I guess you can tell them or not tell them. But I think if you don't tell them, you're gonna have that bad food for years. Or it is time. Us young folk, it's time to take over the You know what I'm saying? We gotta take the candle, bro.
Facts.
We gotta start.
Yeah,
and it's fearful too. It is fearful. There's a lot of fear in that, bro.
It is because you're taking the ownership.
Yeah, you're taking ownership. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So we got to do it,
Uh-huh.
and on top, we can do it. We can change up a little bit of it. We can still do it our way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about the family reunion. I'm like, it don't have to be the same way that we always have done family reunions.
Yeah. And I like, where's the music, bro?
Yeah,
we never had music going at none of the functions, bro.
You know why though? Because that's our generation. We screwed that one up. Like,
at least some Al Green or something.
They had popular music,
popular wholesome music
amongst everyone.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Now the popular music sounds like stuff we listen to. So it's like.
Yeah, nobody.
That's a good point.
And they're gonna be like, "I'm sorry, who is this?" I'm like,
bow.
Let's go, really. Sex red.
Yeah,
don't go on my booty hole. You know what I'm saying? I can't play that around the kids.
You can't. I can't see my auntie walking in the house going, "Hoo."
All the kids walking around, it's getting sticky. That track tough, boy.
Yeah, it's too much.
All right, man. A little bit of shadow work before we get out of here, man. Of course, because it's around Thanksgiving time, I had to put this one on there. What are the small everyday things that bring you joy or peace into your life that you often overlook? How can you be more mindful and thankful for these simple pleasures? The simple things, the small things. The little things. I want to say, girl, love the little things.
I'll start this one off. I think it's kind of hilarious because to me it's a piece, but also like a small kind of like an opposite spectrum of it too. And maybe you'll see it by the way I answer this, but a small thing that happens to me every day that kind of brings me peace. And this is kind of like maybe a shout out to the introverts or whatever, but like I love waking up in the morning and not having to use my voice.
Facts.
Not having to speak. So there are so many times, and not just in the morning, like there are times where I come home from work and I don't talk to people. I don't talk to anybody. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't spoken in hours. I haven't like when I get my first work phone call, I have to like clear my throat. Like, wait, oh God, I haven't spoken since 6 o'clock this morning when I woke up. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like
That
to
sounds
be
like
able
awesome.
to not talk and just be in the moment
Nah,
or
I
be
feel you.
present. Like,
Mine is prayer, bro.
Mhm.
And I ain't gonna say I often overlook it. I just overlook the power of it.
Man.
So it's like, that's my little small. It brings me joy, bro. You could just, like you said, waking up. I think who used to say that we used to pray. We used to say thank you for waking us up in the morning. That wasn't that us.
yeah.
Little stuff like that matters, but the fact I get to wake up, pray, do me. I kind of overlook that. I overlook how powerful God is sometimes.
I think we might all do that.
I mean, for me, I overlooked driving a Tesla. It brought me joy.
Past
And
tense.
yeah. Now I got to be more mindful of the simpler pleasures.
Guys.
Like using the signal because it don't automatically signal.
No, more like
They don't auto signal unless
I'm
you
just saying,
fully.
driving a Chevy Malibu rental.
They gave you a Malibu?
Man, I'm like, what?
Test it to the Malibu.
Wait,
man.
are they fixing the car?
Fixing what?
No,
That
no,
thing is
that
total,
thing is
bro.
total.
I'm just saying.
Fixing.
Well, you never know. Elon might have a
Yeah, Elon
might have
a
something
little-
for it.
Boy, that's
They
a,
might drop it from a drone.
Yeah,
Go land in the driveway.
Put a whole front end on your
hell
car.
of,
Be
a,
nice.
hell of a suction cup to get that thing to pop back out, boy. Nah, ain't no way.
Elon.
That's a total. But yeah, just life in general, bro. Like that was a crazy moment, and it snapped so fast. Like when people say stuff like your life flashed before your eyes, I get it now. Like
Oh, yeah.
like when I say half a millisecond, I had no from the time right before the hit to the waking up to the cop saying something or to the 911 lady saying something. I don't know what that amount of time was. It had to be fast as heck though. Like it had to be, it had to be super fast. So in that little moment, I immediately thought, that's it. Like,
Did you feel, because this has happened to me before,
Mhm.
did you feel kind of like at peace?
no.
You're talking about after though.
No, I'm talking about in that split.
Oh, I see what
second.
you're saying. I see what you're saying. So I think I can address it a little. I think now I know what you're getting to. Like in the moment when it first happens, like yeah, I did feel this thing of like, hey, like
I made it.
no,
It's like apathy.
I don't know how to
or,
explain
yeah,
it.
there's
It's like nothing you can do,
Yes.
so you're helpless. But it's not helpless where you're like sad helpless. It's like
it's
hey,
yeah.
nothing I can do. That did come over me immediately, but right after that, I was in sorrow because I was thinking, well, what happens?
Right.
I got my kids, my wife. There's so much I've left on the table. You know what I'm saying? And I immediately thought about all that stuff. But then when I recognized like I was still there, I'm like, oh God, and then kind of all that waned away. And then I immediately became grateful. Like right after that, I was like, oh, okay. So when I see why people have these moments and they're like, oh, okay, changed my life forever.
Change your life, dog.
Yeah, because it mentally it does. It just does something to me. First of all,
Water tastes different.
no, the next day even I know this sounds crazy, and thank God I have. Again, this is why I advocate for therapy, because if I hadn't been in therapy, I'd be really messed up right now. Very next day, every single cross street I drove by was like an anxiety attack.
Yeah, you
100%.
Every
100%.
cross
Who
street I
coming
drove
out?
by.
Who coming
I
out?
don't care what it
I
was
still got mine.
from your accident, right?
Yeah, from my accident, I still got mine.
If you drive by something that has that little
Yeah, got
weird
that little
left turn,
thing. I always look. I'm
yeah,
like, oh, what's,
yeah.
I'm always going
'Cause
like
in my
this. What you-
mind, like I was so safe. Like, how did this guy hit me? Like, how is that possible? So now every time I drive by a side street, I'm like,
You're hyper vigilant.
yeah. So I mean, that kind of stuff. When they say it changed your life forever, I think that's what that means. Like, but yeah, I think I'm gonna value life a little bit differently now. I slowed down a lot. Like, I took a week off from everything. I don't know if you guys noticed. I just because I never stop. So I was like,
Sometimes that's what happened though. Like
Yeah.
I feel like God sometimes be like, "All
Sit down, boy."
Yeah, you gotta chill, and there's the only way I'm gonna do it because I gotta shake you up because you.
you're not seeing it.
And you
You're
be
not
like,
seeing
damn,
it.
you got to shake me up like this, though?
I know,
Yeah,
but
But sometimes that's the
that's
hardest
what it
thing.
took.
That's
And
what it took.
honestly,
facts.
even in the moment, ask my boss. I call my boss like, yo, I got 2 events to go to. I'm finna try to get the stuff out the car. And he's like,
Bro, go
what
home.
are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, stop, go home. Why are you even talking to me right now? Like, chill. And then he's, hitting me the next day. I'm like, yeah, so I'm thinking, man, I gotta hurry up and get back. He's like, bro, process. Sit down. think it through. So I just needed that thing that snapped me right back into like, okay, slow down. And it was good. I think it was necessary because I think we don't do enough of that at all. I think especially with the culture we have in America, it's like go, 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 never stop. And it's like this was the moment I needed. So yeah.
No, I near-death experiences will definitely change your life. And then it's hard to explain to other people because other people just think like, why don't you go get it, or why you just lazy? And it's like, bro, I have now been I've had this revelation. Yeah, there's so much more to life than the bullshit you think it is. No, yeah. And I knew that underlying, but I was faced with it. So now I see it in the small things every single day. So the things that you be caring about, I don't care about. That's like so minimal to what I actually care about, what's going on. All of those things, very good things to be, and I feel like I resonate with all of those as well. I will also say that I'm very thankful for Sony for making the PlayStation years ago. And it being on its 5th iteration, right? Because, and having a partner who understands that is a piece and joy of mine.
That's a big
is also a big thing,
a big
right?
Piece.
Because you don't always find that, and people be on the lines like, "Why are you over 30 still playing video games and all whatever it may be?"
You're doing
anything,
it doesn't have to be video games.
It doesn't have to be video games.
If you got somebody in your corner like that,
that's the big thing.
Accepts you for you. That's
100%.
That's tough.
100%. And I think she also recognizes that, like, hey, where we're at in our story and our life, we want to have kids, and I think that as soon as we have kids, it's inevitable that I will not be able to be on the game as much as I would like to be on the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to wait for years until my kids get to an age where like they're entertaining themselves, and I can maybe sneak an hour or two over here or do whatever. So she knows that, and she's like, I'm gonna let him game out till he fall out, because I know how he gonna be whenever we have children. When it's time to lock in, that thing might have dust on it. Like he's not gonna touch it. So. Like you were the same way. This man used to be on the game all the time.
Yeah, you got to shut it down.
And then now you also used to be on 2K all the time,
every day.
But there's something that, bro, that just when them kids get in there, and then you got business, and then you got life.
So you just get locked into other things. So I'm happy. I'm thankful about that.
And it's cool to let your kids see that you ain't playing the game, so you can bust their ass.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh my God! Yeah, I can't wait to that moment. I can't wait.
Man, it'd be the best feeling.
Right?
Oh, you can. I'll bust your ass.
But I still it's also cool to see the people that I game with. They all have kids. Yeah. And like they can't get on always, but when they do.
They enjoy it.
They enjoy it, and I get to see that that's part of their piece. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, there's an avenue for me where I'm not gonna give this up fully.
No.
Right, there's an avenue for me, but I see that they had to wait some years till their kid got to like a certain age.
And when your kids sleep, hell, I'm getting on that game.
Facts. What? I just gotta be. I know I'm gonna be loud. I'll be running around. Bro, I'm on prop hunt right now, heavy.
Right, prop hunt anxiety, dog.
That's why I love it.
So much.
I have to ask y'all real quick. Did y'all see Gladiator 2 yet?
Yes.
Is it trash or good?
Jeremy said it was mid.
He's the first mid. Everybody either says trash or amazing.
Because of the accent, right?
No.
They said the fight scenes were like some of the fight scenes
are the only thing that made it mid to me. Like if the action scenes weren't there,
it'd be trash.
It would be a complete garbage, bro.
Oh, okay.
But I also saw that I follow a lot of movie podcasts, stuff like that. Somebody made a good point, because I've always thought this, but then they kind of, they went off with the point. The crowds were the classic CGI crowds where they blue screen it and then they put the. But what happened to just getting 1,000 extras and throwing them in the stands, bro? The CGI makes the film feel different.
Yeah, I heard the CGI.
Here's an example.
Trash.
We went to go see Wicked. It was funny because I pulled up and I seen. Oh my God, 11 out of 10.
Definitely recommend. I've now seen it 3 times.
We pulled up to the movie theater 8:00 in the morning. In the parking lot, at the end of the parking lot, I see a green Tesla. I said, Jeremy here? Jeremy was there too. It was funny, so we pulled up right next to him.
I get out the car and I'm like, Wicked?
Here's the difference. Here's the difference between why something like a Wicked felt good versus a Gladiator 2. The difference is they did little CGI. Like, obviously, talking animals, they're going to have CGI. Flying monkeys are going to have CGI. But the sets, they built their sets, so they're all practical sets. And they also had the actors and actresses singing live. There wasn't no dubs or nothing like that. They sang live when they were performing their musicals. So it's the more practical you can be. Think about the Christopher Nolan film. Why does everybody love Christopher Nolan films? Because they're practical effects, bro. The man built acres of a cornfield just to drive through the corn.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Wicked planted 9 million tulips.
Tulips. For a shot that was probably
Really?
15 seconds, bro.
That's
Not
tough,
even.
but that's tough, though.
9
That's
million
tough.
tulips,
9
bro.
million tulips, bro.
That's why I like behind the scenes, man. I like information before I watch a movie.
So just get back to like when you can spend the budget on the real stuff.
That's why I was about to say you got to have the money, bro.
But they have the money, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, no, they got the cash.
They had the money. It was only what, 250 million for
It was 150 million.
150.
For Wicked?
Yes, because they
150.
did practical effects.
Oh,
Which
that's
is
not- how
nothing.
much they
150 is nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
how much they
let's,
make?
let's Google it right now.
Probably it is the biggest, right?
No,
Biggest
third.
musical.
Wicked.
Third biggest.
Oh, musical. I don't know.
Musical.
Wicked,
By the way, Moana 2 was nice. Music sucked.
Oh yeah, because they didn't have my boy.
Manuel.
Yeah.
So whoever was writing the raps on the Moana 2, shut it down.
I just heard that CGI on the first scene of Gladiator was terrible. On the first fight scene, the CGI was terrible. They said,
Billions, right?
"Wow, they already made 215."
No, they made 100.
Opening week, it was 112
12 million. So that means they made their money back almost.
Oh,
in
okay.
1 week.
And
But look how much it grossed already, though. 264 million worldwide. So they already doubled up, damn near.
Domestic 214.
Yeah, they doubled up.
They're
They
only going to
good.
continue to go.
Yeah, they good.
So, that's crazy.
This first week.
First week was 112 million.
No, that's first. Opening was first weekend.
Opening was first week.
No.
Not
first
even the
weekend.
week. That's just the weekend.
That's just weekend.
Oh, okay.
Opening is always.
That
But
is
they-
crazy. In 3,000 theaters, 4,000 theaters, that's it. That's crazy. That's
Well,
crazy.
going
They
stupid.
made they blew they and that's what I'm saying. If they had now the budget gets ballooned when you add CGI because you have to pay all the CGI people.
Mhm.
That's where the budget is. So if they had more CGI, they would have had to have a $250 million budget or whatever.
Yeah, but they just had.
They did
bodies.
so much practicals that they didn't have to spend it all on CGI.
Wow.
The CGI wasn't bad at all. The CGI was great actually.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, it's all of 2 hours and 4
Bro,
minutes.
Is
It's
that
great.
good?
Hit domestic weekend to see if that's what I was.
It's right
There's
there.
no
It's
way
showing-
it's
it's
that
showing it
good.
right there. Or I mean, you can.
What
do
is
this
Wicked
weekend.
about? Vampires or something?
No. Okay, remember the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Okay, remember the Wicked Witch,
yeah.
Witch of the West?
It's
Oh, she
her
got her
story.
own little thing?
It's the sisters, right?
Yeah, but it's her
Well,
story.
It's her story.
Just a little spin. Oh.
It's not necessarily a
spin-off.
spin-off.
It's a-
actual.
It's
It's
the story of how they
actual
got
fan
there.
fiction, basically.
It's how they got there, right?
So no. It is so this is what happened. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is a book that was written. Then The Wizard of Oz came out, the movie. First off, watch that movie again. The movie's actually trash, but we'll talk about that later.
Don't get out my don't get on his eyes, bro.
Yeah. Listen. So then later on, it's probably like maybe 30 years later, there's a guy who created basically fan fiction called Wicked, wrote a book, very dark book. So they say I haven't read it. Then they took that book and made it into a stage play.
That's
Wicked.
tough.
The movie is based off of the theatrical
musical,
stage,
yeah.
the musical.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
it's
tough.
2 acts, but it's the story of the Wicked Witch of
100%.
the West, or
That's tough.
Elphaba. So
Fan
it's
fiction means like a fan watched the movie and got made
Yes.
their own little spinoff.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
took the IP that was
That's
like
tough.
allowed to be taken and created.
You can
their
do
own-
that?
Yeah, because it's not
Oh,
like
it's fan fiction. Oh,
it's fan fiction,
and,
right?
and the main
But you
character
couldn't
is
use-
a homage to the,
right.
You just-
The writer.
oh, okay.
The name is a homage to the writer, and then
And can you use the same people's names and all that without plagiarism or whatever it's called?
for fan fiction, yes and no. Depends on who owns the IP. Now,
Yeah.
this is why in the fan fiction, it's not talking about Dorothy and everybody else, because all of those were under.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, okay.
IP.
That's what I was about to say. Dorothy is a huge name. You can't just.
But like in the Wizard of Oz, her name's not Elphaba. You know what I'm saying? The Wicked Witch of the West. Nobody knows.
Oh,
her name.
yeah.
It's the Wicked Witch of the West. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that,
only
yeah. I
called
didn't
the
even
Wicked
think about it. Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
He
saying?
created
So
her
he
name.
created her name and like story going, and then you
Oh, yeah,
start
yeah.
to feel away. At least me, like you.
That's tough.
Is it a black author, a black guy? Who's
Wow, white dude.
No.
But it's essentially about race, right?
Yes, very, very much so. Elphaba's basically a black woman.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, obviously.
They
I
treat
gotta
her
go
like a
watch it,
black
bro. I
woman
ain't gonna lie,
that
I'll
we
watch
treat
it.
nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you have to go see it, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't know what it was. I kept seeing it. Everybody keep talking about it. I just didn't know
Yeah,
it
especially
was
if you like
tough
musicals,
like this.
the music is great.
Oh, it's an actual musical, like High School Musical? Glee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge
No,
musical
not
fan.
Glee.
I can't
only
watch
watch
Glee.
musicals one time. Like Rent, I've only seen it once. Like I can't
Hairstyle or hair?
do once
Hairspray.
Hairspray.
The disrespect.
Yeah,
Hairspray
seen
that big?
all of them.
Bro,
I've only
yes.
seen it one time.
Yeah.
So this will be one I watch once.
Hey, here's the thing. I'll tell you this, bro. Top 3 of all time musicals. This is one of them. If you ever have, if you're not a musical fan,
Over Rent?
hell yes.
520,000.
This
Honestly,
is-
my
this-
favorite musical is still Sweeney Todd, but this is a
Oh,
1B.
of course.
Wicked is 1B.
Wicked's number one?
Wicked
no,
wouldn't be
this
for
is
me.
top 3.
Oh, ever
This is my top 3
in history.
of all time. As a big fan of musicals, choir, and all.
I would say I would agree though. I'm
Wicked
not gonna
is,
lie.
my
Wicked
top,
is
is in my top 3.
now. I have not seen the stage play.
Yeah.
But basically, they say they pretty much adapted everything from the stage
Yes.
play.
And he said he saw it 3 times. So I mean, I'm sure
No,
you
it
can
is,
give that.
bro.
It's
that
worth
When I
opinion.
tell you
I'ma
at the
see it
end,
again.
Better
bro,
than Cinderella?
4
the
times and
end-
I will
spend the
see
money.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Better
You'll
than
spend
Cinderella?
money to
They
watch this
deserve
for-
to get
But
this
here's the
money.
thing: is Cinderella those
Cinderella's
type of
not a stage
It's
play.
not a like a
No,
I
but
don't
musical. We talking about musical movies.
no, but right no.
No, we're talking about musicals.
Musicals to me are adapted stage plays.
Yes.
Like the movies. So when you talk about like those Disney movies,
Mhm.
like a Frozen, those movies have soundtracks. Now you can adapt
those
them to
aren't
be musical.
musicals.
They're not musicals.
because they didn't come from a stage play.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so we remove Cinderella.
What about, like, West Side Story?
We'll add back in Rent though, because Rent started in the theaters.
I wouldn't
but-
put Rent is
So
not
you're
even.
saying
Well,
Hamilton?
Rent is.
I would put Hamilton above Rent.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Hamilton's big
Yeah,
time.
I would put
Hamilton's
Hamilton
not
above
my
Rent.
top 3.
All right.
And
Hey, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Sweeney Todd is 1A and Wicked is
I
1B.
know Sweeney Todd's a musical. I know about that.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
I just remember. I
Chicago?
think Rent was big because
Chicago's big too.
I just think it had a lot of the
West Side Story.
Yeah, West Side
I mean,
Story.
That's what y'all said.
Huge Chicago.
Look,
huge.
my top 3 is
Cats?
No, Cats is
I
yes.
thought
Cats
Cats-
was a musical.
yeah,
What?
But the
You're
movie,
crazy.
the movie was trash.
Bro, Cats played for like 50 years.
But the movie was trash.
Well, so did the Wizard of Oz.
What about Roots? The Roots musical.
Oh, they did make Roots a musical.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
but they made Roots a musical after.
Afterwards.
Yeah, facts.
So you can't go reverse.
Oh,
It's
so you're
gotta be
saying
played
musical
So
first
that'd be
and
on a
then
playbill, and then it has to go to
Tyler Perry? Then he's the god.
Here's the thing: top 3 easily. When you talk about like emotion and like real life stuff, it's got to be Dear Evan Hansen, Hairspray, and Wicked. Those are my top 3.
That's why he got on me when I said Hairspray.
Yeah, because Hairspray is.
I didn't think it was
Hairspray
that
was
big. I saw it like once or twice. I
Bro,
was like,
Hairspray
what?
was top tier.
Yeah.
I still got Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd's in my top 5. Sweeney Todd's in my top 5.
Sweeney Todd is tough. That's Johnny Depp, ain't it? That's Johnny Depp cutting hair?
Yeah.
And he did one of them.
Yeah, he tough. He tough.
Anyway, my bad. We can go talk
Yeah.
about these.
Sorry
all
about that,
day.
guys.
If you haven't gone see Wicked, go see it. I guess if you want to see
Wicked,
Gladiator
Wicked,
2
Wicked.
or Moana 2, go see it. But this will be a heavy movie season for me as I have days off. And when you're watching the movie, get your little mug at home, get you some tea, make sure you get your rest, sit your head down, and come back next week. We're going to have a better episode. Yes, sir.
Give us up.
And it's stuck.
Hey.
Don't get your mural whacked out.